Okay, and then how you practice on paper, I went ahead and just spaced them out like this. You could also do it like I had in the other video where you're going down and you're just practicing across, whatever works for you. This is a visual that you can use to go through everything. You can have the arrows or you cannot have the arrows. Again, whatever works best for you. If you're more of a visual learner or if you like to read it, you can even put little notes on here like, okay, number 1 is bikini line. And I know that I'm going to be doing a perpendicular application, longer strip, whatever you want to put on there that are your notes so that you know what you're doing. Same thing here, labia, marker motion, etc. Okay, so let me show you really quick. So just like the other video, you're gonna go through and see it's easier when I have my other hand to hold the paper taut, because it's gonna kind of move on you. If you have a paperweight for the other side, then it's great. So a longer strip like this. Now again, your strips are never gonna be perfect on paper just because it's a different substance and it's not meant to be sticking to this, but you can at least focus on laying even strips here with a nice clean edge and not having like where it's super dark on one side, super light on the other. You also want to focus on keeping your stick at a 90-degree angle with the paper or the surface, just holding it perpendicular and then swooping around, okay? And then you can go into your next one, which is going to be the labia strip, which is going to be more of a marker motion. So again, and you can visualize this here, okay? And if you're familiar with female anatomy already, then you kind of know how much that you're going to need here. And then I like to swoop at the bottom, make a really nice clean lip. Again, it's easier when you're doing it on the skin, but right now we're just focusing on learning our patterns. Number 3, we're going inward. We could possibly also be going downward like this. So just keep that in mind. You need to change according to your client's hair pattern. That's how you're gonna get the most effective strip. And then 4, you could just wait and pull up this one and then do a full bikini. You can do it however you want to. So this is just if you're doing half bikini line like this. So again, so I'm gonna imagine I'm on this other side and I'm doing half a bikini line. So not gonna be needing as much wax. Not the prettiest strip, but it's the same. So again, just focusing on perpendicular, creating your clean edge. And then the same thing, you're gonna do the same 2 on 5. And then when we get to 6, it's gonna be the same as 4. And then 7, instead of going this direction, let me just show you really quick. You are going to be coming the opposite direction because the hair growth will be going inward. Okay. And then 8, you're going to do just like 2, but just it's a shorter area, so you're not going to need quite as much wax, maybe like half of this going downward, just again depending on the amount of hair growth. If it's denser, then you're going to need more wax. And then 10 and 11 are exactly, the butt strips are going to be just like bikini line, except you're going to be angling them in. So when you're laying them, you're gonna follow the curve right here. And then right where the top of, if someone has their knees to their chest, let me just lay the other one so you can kind of see. It's gonna be very, very close where you're laying it. I'm gonna come around this side. kind of almost touching at the bottom. Okay. And then that would be your butt strap. And then just keep in mind that you're not gonna be able to pull these strips up off the paper, so you can't practice pulling, but you can think about it, like even after you've laid all these strips, or if you wanna go in the order now. Okay, so 1, then I'm gonna do this. And then 2, I'm gonna pull upwards, and 3, or if you wanna practice drawing out like the first step, second step, this is what I'm gonna do next, this is what I'm gonna do next. This will help you get a mental game plan, so whenever you're going in to see an actual client, it's gonna be easier for you to remember what exactly you're supposed to be doing. I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, just let me know.